All right, only roster update is just Bub Means went to IR with the ankle, unfortunately. Love him to death. Tough deal, challenging. So we're here to support him and know that his journey is not over. He'll continue to rehab and be ready to roll next time.
Was that just a numbers game, or was there something worse?
Just a combination of what his injury certainly is. That's the first and foremost, and then So.
Is it the same ankle he injured last year?
I'm not sure. Yeah, but.
Did you guys figure anything out with the Rams?
Yeah. So we'll have an opportunity to do a joint practice with the Rams tomorrow. Be an awesome setup. Really fired up for that. Obviously, anytime you get a chance to team up with another team, go through a joint practice, you can just go through so much situational football, play against someone different. Sean's been phenomenal, just kind of sorting this thing up. They're kind of hosting us up in Carson, and so this is going to be a great opportunity for us.
How does that kind of tie in with your game plan? Like, you look at the snaps and how they align with each one? Or?
Yeah, it'll be a heavy ones-oriented practice. It'll be a great opportunity for our guys to compete against some really good players. They got a really good team that made a deep run in the playoffs. And, once we get through that process, then we'll kind of evaluate what Sunday looks like with Jacksonville back in New Orleans. But it'll be a great opportunity.
Is it weird to do that against a team that's on your schedule? Does that take into any consideration?
We talked about that. I mean, it's the back half, so it's week 9. So I assume we're going to be 8 games in. We're probably going to have a good feel for what both of us are doing at that point. And so, their staff is phenomenal. They got a great organization. It'll be really well run, and so we're excited about it.
Who else involved in making that decision? Like, is that just kind of you and Sean, or is it making general managers get involved? Like, how does that go about?
Just initially started with Sean and myself, and then from there, obviously, there's a lot of logistics, a lot of people that got to work a lot of extra time just to orchestrate this thing. And so, their people, our people, have done a phenomenal job. Kind of adjusting. This obviously came up a few days ago, and so it's been our goal to see if we can make it work. And so, I'm excited to be at this point.
Is that going to be open to fans at all?
It will not be open to fans now. So they're essentially hosting their training camps closed at this point.
Kellen, all the play calling and the NFL level that you've done, is there a number in your wheelhouse as far as rushing attempts, like high 20s, low 30s, or what are the targets?
There's an old adage that if you hit 30 rush attempts, that's usually a good indication of the day. Obviously, it means probably you're able to have success running the football. You're able to play in more of those situations where you're allowed to run it. And so certainly that's kind of a rough guess, but by no means is that week in and week out. You got to be able to adjust and play different styles. And so, it's a good barometer, though.
Is there an old adage for passes like you hit this number, it's probably not a good sign?
Yeah, there's every game's a little bit of a different beast, and so some people, there's an old calculated thing about rushes and completions. Sometimes you can kind of play that game, but it's about moving the football however we need to.
Does Penny have turf toe?
He's just got a toe injury, yeah. So we're just navigating that.
I just wondering because, his rookie season, is there any
Yeah.
concern that it's?
Yeah, they'll just kind of keep taking it, time by time here, and we'll just see how it progresses.
Anything happen with Josiah Zero? Not seeing him out here?
Just an excused absence. All good.
Do y'all feel good about where Penning is at this point with the reps? Obviously, it's a new position. He's losing some time.
Any player who can keep participating would be awesome. But things like this happen. Trevor will do everything he can to prepare himself for when the opportunity presents itself again. And we feel good with where he's at right now.
With a guy like Devin Neal, what's kind of your philosophy on players who are fighting for roster spots and have to miss a few weeks when it comes to the roster?
It happens. Obviously, the medical part of this is really important. We can't have setbacks, and so we got to do the recovery process the right way. I think he's on an excellent plan. He's building the right way. We like where he's heading. So far on the field, he's done an excellent job, and so we'll just see how it takes course.
Was there any kind of setback with JT Gray? Like he got more involved and then kind of less involved?
Yeah, we're just kind of building them up the right way, and so there was some exposure to a little bit more field work, and now we're just kind of once we get back to New Orleans, we'll just kind of reassess at that point. So.
How have you seen Clyde just progress with the pass pro element?
Clyde? Yeah, that's a big part of this running back group is all of them can run the football. They've all checked that box. They're all pretty good runners. They all, fortunate for us, all of them have the ability to catch the football. The protection thing is really, really hard for these running backs. These linebackers blitz really, really well in this league. Our group, certainly led by DeMario, is the best in the business at that, and so it's really challenging for these guys. They got to have really good eyes. They have to understand what the O-line's protection responsibilities are. It's a challenge, and so Clyde definitely has taken some steps. He did an awesome job on Sunday against the Chargers. He had some excellent on the touchdown throw. He goes up there and steps up and blocks the linebacker. It's big-time football by him.
What have you made of the way Staley likes to use his linebackers? feel like they're getting more after it in the blitz game.
Yeah, there's a variety of tools that Brandon certainly continues to utilize and play with, and so Demario's been a really good blitzer. He's done a great job with that. Pete has it in his toolbox as well, and so we'll just keep utilizing those.
Kellen, how important it is for the depth, and it's throughout the league as far as whether it's a swing tackle, interior lineman, that you can find that guy. Is that pretty wide open right now?
We have a number of candidates here. We're excited about their journey and where they're going. We're going to need more than just our starting five. That's just what the NFL is. You're going to need a number of guys in every position, and so depth's critical that these guys are ready to go. A few of these guys are going to end up on practice squad at the end of the training camp, and they're going to play big-time contributions for our team. That's just the way the rosters work in this league, and so one little step isn't the end of a story. We're expecting a lot out of these guys.
How would tackling be tomorrow? Heavy ones or even thud, to the ground?
Yeah, it's still thud. Still thud. Yeah, very similar. So.
Is there do you emphasize no fighting tomorrow?
Yeah, it's an important aspect of this thing. We got to do this thing the right way, or else we're wasting our time. And so, Sean's done an excellent job with these joint practices. When I was in Dallas, we did one with them, which was well done. And so we expect it to be a really good day.
What do you consider sort of the greatest value of holding a joint practice like this?
Test yourself, test your rules. You're going to go against the best of the best in a controlled environment. So there's a little bit of player safety added to this, and so it'll be a lot of reps. It'll basically be a full game for our ones tomorrow, and so that'll allow them. And then we got 2 days before Jacksonville, and so we can assess that at that point.
Well, does this give you and Staley an opportunity to do anything maybe a little bit different than what you're able to do here as play callers?
I just think it tests your rules and tests your training really well. It's a good evaluation of yourself. We start getting a feel for each other pretty well. When you play each other each and every day, we've got, I think we've done 12 installs so far with these guys. And so you get to the point you kind of get a really good feel for what each side of the football is doing. And so now you get some exposure to someone else.
When you say roles, what's the definition of roles?
For what rules?
Roles, yeah. What do you mean when you say test your roles?
Just how your system's in place. What are your rules as far as what the protection plan is, what the route combination is, what's your checks or your audibles based off a particular look, and they'll challenge us. They'll challenge us. They got some of the best players in the world on their team as well, and so you'll come out of this with a couple mistakes, a couple things schematically that you can do better. Guys like Kellen will get a chance to play against some really good edge rushers in our league. Just get different exposure. He's played Chase and Cam and Grando for a little while, and so now he gets another exposure. So it's great for everyone.
Yeah, following up on that, what do you think it means for the quarterback?
Yeah, no doubt. I think that's a big part of this thing. Is these QBs get a different experience, and it'll be great for them.
When you say that it's a full day for the ones, what does that mean for your quarterback rotation tomorrow?
Yeah, we'll rotate. We'll rotate them a little bit. We'll talk through it this morning or tonight, and we'll get a good plan for them.
So you imagine most of the first team unit and then just the quarterbacks kind of changing with it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think it'll be 60% ones or something over the course of the day. So, all good. All right.
We have John Ridge